July 6, 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher named Mac Brazel discovered unusual debris scattered across his sheep pasture, located about 30 miles north of Roswell, New Mexico. The debris consisted of metallic-like material, foil-like material, and lightweight beams. Not knowing what he's seeing, he brought some of the materials to Sheriff George Wilcox of Roswell, who in turn brought it to the attention of Colonel William Blanchard, the commanding officer of the Roswell Army Airfield. On the next day, the RAAF issued a press release that would shake the world. They claimed to have recovered a flying disc, which ignited worldwide interest in the possibility of an extraterrestrial visitation and a first contact with a species outside of this planet. Their statement goes as follows. The many rumors regarding the flying disc became a reality yesterday when the intelligence office of the 509th Bomb Group of the 8th Air Force Roswell Army Airfield was fortunate enough to gain possession of a disc through the cooperation of one of the local ranchers and the sheriff's office of Chaves County. However, on the following day, July 9, 1947, the RAAF retracted their initial statement, stating that instead of a flying disc, the recovered object was actually a weather balloon. But they would later make a revision again of their official response, stating that the weather balloon explanation was indeed a cover-up. However, it was not a cover-up for a crashed UFO, rather for a top-secret project known as Project Mogul, a military surveillance program. This operation involved strapping microphones onto high-altitude balloons in the hopes of detecting sound waves coming from potential Soviet bomb tests. This doesn't deny the weird nature of this case. A lot of people, ranging from civilians to high-ranking officers, would come forward to testify about what they saw that day. Around 600 people were interviewed in the book Witness to Roswell, Unmasking the 60-Year-Old Cover-Up. In it, hundreds of people confirmed that what they saw was indeed an alien spacecraft. Even the person who found the debris in the first place, Mac Brazel, stated in a radio session that would never be aired that what he saw was something that he had never seen before. He claimed that it was indeed some sort of a flying disc. Moreover, the witnesses also included military personnel. For example, Major Jesse Marcel, an intelligence officer who was involved in the recovery of the debris, stated that the materials he acquired was definitely not a weather balloon. He described it as being very light, very thin, but yet very, very solid, so much so that he couldn't even bend or dent the thing. 3 other military personnel, Lieutenant Walter Hott, a public information officer, Arthur E. Exon, a retired brigadier general, and Herschel Grice, a tech sergeant, all claimed to have seen alien bodies. In 1997, the Air Force would release a report titled The Roswell Incident, Case Closed. In it, they gave a possible explanation as to what might have really happened. They stated that in the mid-1950s, they were dropping human-like dummies wearing parachutes to see the effects of falling from a great height. They suggested that these dummies were possibly mistaken as alien bodies, as they were made with plastic and latex materials. However, there were a few notable things to take away from this report. For example, while the dummy parachute activity was done in the mid-1950s, the Roswell incident happened in 1947, which wouldn't make sense chronologically. Furthermore, the dummies they used were human-sized, around 6 feet tall, while the alien bodies witnesses saw was described as being only 4 feet tall. There is a significant size difference between these two, and I doubt that witnesses would have a hard time noticing something that's the size of a human and something that's shorter than a 12-year-old. Another interesting thing was all of the files containing the records of the Roswell incident had been destroyed, leaving nothing behind for people to fact check. Even though the case is officially closed, a lot of people, me included, still don't believe the explanation the military has provided. However, it seems like we might never know what really happened. But one thing's for sure, someone out there does.